What's going on? We'll kick it off with AU for today. All right, sweet. So we have mitigated that decisional area of our hourly external break that have been wanting to come and sell from a little bit. Unfortunately, it's already had the reaction and started selling off from there late last night. So a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. What we have formed though is a really nice retest of our 15-minute external break. So we've got a great target there. And this has actually formed us quite a nice structure cycle here. So what I'm looking for is to utilize this decisional area and the strength that it should have to be able to come and target the liquidity built up down here with that retest point. We've got this area here. I've marked at the 10-minute point and just the remainder of that 15-minute area. If we can come down and mitigate this, get some sort of a push to the upside, maybe induce something like that, mitigate this area, which has swept a little bit of liquidity, I'll then be open to selling price back down to obviously target here and here. What I end up targeting would be dependent on the RR and what time of day it is as well. Obviously, don't want to be holding too close to New York with everything going on in the world at the moment. But ultimately, just looking to sell through this area here and then buy really off of the back of that just to follow along with the momentum that we've got. But we do have a lot of potential to sell off quite strongly from where we are. Just going to depend on obviously the market. It is quite bullish at the moment, but we'll see what this area wants to do. We do have a lot of liquidity generated down here. However, between here and obviously here, we've came up into this area very quick and quite strong. So it may need to induce this area to be able to have enough liquidity taken to be able to go bearish. So, but we'll see what it's going to do here. I would expect price to be able to at least come down to this area before pushing up higher. So we'll just play that by ear. EU are like probably the best. I'm going to treat this as retest. It's obviously induced this, but if we just understand the size of this leg and the significance of this retest, it correlates better than utilizing something like this as its actual retest. So happy to utilize that as retest and a target. This is a really good medium inducement because we had that break to the downside there. So that's really good. And we've wicked it very nicely and started to sell off straight away. So what I'm looking for, this is a range is invalidated for me because I haven't been able to confirm this as a breaker structure through retest. So given this inducement, the wick up, the sell off and overall positioning, I'll be treating this area as a smart money trap. We've swept Asia low now. If we can pull up, induce this area, which is the 50% of Asia, I'll be happy to work inside of this new leg, see if we can get some sort of obviously smart money trap entry, and we'll go from there, play it along those lines. So quite simple, just looking to sell off for the take of this area with EU, and that is quite literally it. Now on GU, that sell on the buy on GU yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. It was really, really nice. What we've got on GU, we've come up and we've actually mitigated this area. We haven't induced it. I would have liked the inducement of it. However, we didn't get that. So we've had this little break to the upside here, which is the sweep of the retest. We've retested that break, come up, just mitigated the retest and pushed. So I don't believe anything inside of that area should hold. This area being potentially a smart money trap. What I would look for it to do is induce something low. So I want to sell down to here, understanding that we've come quite deep inside of this leg. We may be able to come down and take that low. The other side of this is if this area is going to be a smart money trap, it should at least take this and then it may push up higher from there, which is fine. But if this area is going to be a smart money trap, it needs to induce something. For this area to confirm as a smart money trap, it needs to push a little bit higher. So if we can come up and induce, we've got this area here, that little 5-minute break. I'll work inside that new leg, or even to come up and induce that 50% of Asia high. I'll work with that as well to then work inside of the new range that we have positioned kind of like this. And then we can, go from there and see what price wants to present. In terms of buying opportunities on GU, I don't really want to buy it just because this range is quite it's more or less confirmed. Like, yes, if we sweep this low, we can class it as a medium inducement, may work that with that as a smart money trap, but it doesn't have to. It can sell from where it is. So I'm just going to be waiting for that opportunity to present. I won't be buying inside of this leg. I think it's trash. And yeah, we'll take it from there. But yeah, EU is my favorite for today. Looking at news, we've already had our orange folder 45 minutes ago. Sorry, red folder, got a little bit orange folder, and then yeah, we've got obviously red folder tonight in New York CPI. So you won't be going anywhere near that. So more or less, probably just going to be running any 1 to 3s that are present for today. I won't be looking to hold too much further. So yeah, but like I said, E is my favorite for today. So we'll wrap up there, guys. But obviously, let me know if you've got any questions.